Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Episode 9. We in this
go.
bitch. It's me and Nate Dog today. We gonna hold it down. So kick it off. We're gonna start doing shit our way, man. We're not worried about the way everybody else does it and do's and don'ts and all this other shit, man. We're just gonna do us and have fun. I'm feeling like my volume's a little low. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's coming through good on the mic. All right, cool. So, we've been just to go over kind of the past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Hello. Just to go over the past couple weeks. So we took a little hiatus as far as I went to Cali. So we took a break that week, right?
Yep.
And then we came back, and then we were going to do episode 8, but Nate got a little sick, got the flu. So my girl stepped in, and that was a really fun episode. That's episode 8. And in the post edit, it came together really well. Like I was telling you about this. But for some reason, in Adobe Premiere, and if anybody watching has any advice on this, we'd really appreciate it, because I'm on Adobe Premiere, and I'm trying to get this shit right. I do the whole edit. I match the audio. I match the video with the audio, so everything's in sync, like with how we're talking, and it all goes really well, because that was one of the trickiest parts in Adobe Premiere, was getting it to match, right?
Right.
And so now, I got it to work, and I even did some cool edits with a cover photo, and it all looked really good. And I start exporting to YouTube, right? So this is what you got to do when you're on your when in iMovie it was the same thing. You finish it up, and then you export to YouTube directly, and, boom, and you're good. And so with iMovie, it worked every time. But now with Adobe Premiere, it's giving me some kind of YouTube error. So I've looked into it a little bit, but the troubleshooting is just a little bit trickier. And so I'm just going to have to take some time this weekend and see if I can get it figured out.
So it doesn't work with that kind of software, maybe, or
No, I think the errors are kind of common, and I looked it up, and people are getting all kind of errors, but I think it's probably something simple. I'm just not used to working with that software,
right.
So it's just like it's like a needle in a haystack for me,
Yep.
And so we'll see. The audio is ready though, so we can release the audio for episode 8 if we wanted to on Spotify or Anchor. But I'm gonna work on it this weekend and see what I can pull together. So,
yep. Okay.
But yeah, that's where we were with the past couple episodes.
How was that too? So I know, last week, 'cause I was sick. I got the flu. That a special guest had to step on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was fun. Yeah, she was. She was a little nervous. Because we hadn't sat in front of a camera and had a conversation before, so it is a little weird. But after the first 5-10 minutes, we got into a flow, and we actually had a lot of fun. And it was probably one of the more in-depth podcasts as far as how we got to actually conversate one-on-one.
Yep.
It went really well. And then we teased each other. We had fun. Me and my girl roast each other, and we're real just open like that. We love that little back and forth.
It vibed. It clicked.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so that was fun.
That's dope.
Yeah. So you though had the flu.
Yeah, man.
Came down with the sickness.
So actually,
I think they call it the carnivore. Oh no,
Corona. Oh, hold up.
The corona.
Hold on, they call it the corona.
What about this corona? The coronita. Cheers, my
Cheers,
G.
man. Cheers. I'm still a little sick here, but
Same.
So yeah, man, it was crazy. So actually, if you remember, it was the night you dropped me off at my house, or the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed over the night.
Yeah.
We were doing podcast stuff, behind the scenes stuff, putting in work.
Right.
And yeah, man, the next morning I didn't feel good, bro. I didn't feel good. I felt weak.
What morning was this?
It was the next morning after you dropped me off from so we did that podcast stuff late at night, right? Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come into work on Wednesday. at all. I didn't feel good the whole day. And then ever since then, I didn't come into work for a week. I came in on Thursday this week.
Right.
So, dude, yeah, man, I got sick somehow.
How long did it take you to realize, like, oh, we should probably go to the doctor?
It was not the next day, but the day after. My stepdad was like, "Yo, like, I'm bringing you to get tested."
Yeah.
Cause I was.
Oh, he thought you might have like herpes or something.
Nah.
Oh, like tested.
Well,
like,
he strep or flu.
Well, he knows you suck a lot of dick, so he thought you might have.
Damn, bro. Wow, that's a fucking low blow.
Oh man,
Damn.
I had to give a little king and the sting buzz, gang.
Too many bitches in my DMs.
I had to go get checked out. Told the doc, "Hey doc, I've been slipping my piece into one too many wet caves. If you
too
know
many
coronaritas." Oh shit.
Yeah, man. But so, yeah, it sucks. I've never had the flu. Nobody in my family has ever had the flu, ever. We've been sick before, of course. You know what I mean? Normal sick. You know, you got a cough, a
common
cold.
cold, yeah.
Yeah, but never flu, bro. And when I tested positive, my mom was like freaking out.
Positive for what, bro? You sound like you.
So it was called influenza type B. There's type B or type A, which humans can get, and then there's like a type C that like only animals can get or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had the type B.
I'm off probably with my beard. I'll fuck around and get that type C.
Damn, bro. Probably that beard came off fucking Saddam Hussein over there.
Oh man. So they hooked you up
Or
with some
Saddam.
meds. I didn't know, so I find out through you that they can't even give you no medicine to not make you contagious anymore.
It doesn't make you not contagious. No.
I know that's effed up. Like there's usually you
There's
go
not
in
a
with
cure
a sickness.
for the flu. There's
and
no cure for the flu.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that. Yeah. Like I was
Yeah.
like, bro, this doesn't make any sense. Like I didn't believe you almost. And that's my girl, and she was like, yeah, like there's no.
Nah, man. Yeah, it's crazy,
I was
bro.
like,
I
that's
was like, so I'm
whack.
just gonna sit here and feel like I'm dead.
Yeah,
for like a week.
can't go to work. Like that's messed up. Good thing we have a lenient job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I got lucky too with the whole demotion thing.
Yeah.
I lucked out on that big time.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, man. Yeah, my mom was like, "You're quarantined for the whole week. Don't even fucking come out of your room."
Really?
I was like, "Shit."
Was she helping you out at least, like bringing you food?
Not her,
and-
my stepdad. Because my stepdad never gets sick, bro. That fool has never been sick out of the 18 fucking years I've known him.
That's crazy. So he was bringing you like your little meals and Gatorade.
Yeah, he's like,
and
text me if you need anything. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I feel like a little bitch.
That's cool though. You got some family
Yeah, man.
to help you out.
Yeah, it was cool though. Yeah, back at work. Not 100%, but you gotta make money, you know.
Yeah, yep. And you just got promoted.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't think we've talked about that. Congrats, man.
No, we haven't. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I wasn't here
you were
last
sick.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big. So my girl got promoted to the highest role you can get, the highest position you can get.
Yep.
And then Nate just got into leadership, you know, which is a huge step, man, and a big raise too. It's like we don't even talk about the money we
The
make,
money,
baby.
nah.
Yeah. Just know we stacking. Just know we doing our part.
Yeah, it went up. Big
Hell
time.
yeah. AKA I'm about to buy a car, huh?
Right. Yeah, very soon. Probably in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Good shit, man.
We in here.
Hell
We in this
yeah.
bitch. Yeah, man. I'm pumped for that too, and you know what I mean. It makes you, not to like feed my own ego, but it makes you feel like somebody at least, and the work you put in, it makes you feel like somebody at least. You know what I mean? At the job you're working at.
Right.
So.
And not only that, with the way we do it at our work, it's a peer eval setup. So
Yeah.
basically, if you've ever been in a job like that, it's really like an election. You know, it's exactly what it is. And, some people might argue and say, that's kind of whack that you got a politic and that, but it just is what it is. And we're trying to, do this the right way. And so we got to make our bread and we got to succeed at. And not only that, you want to take pride in the job you have. Like,
Right.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, but, I've been working on the phones for like 10 years, right? And so people would ask me, what do you do for work? And I'd always be kind of embarrassed and like hesitant, to
Oh,
tell
you work
them.
for a call center?
Yeah. So I would say stuff like, oh, I just work on the phones. I just work on the phones. And one time this dude, it was one of my really good friend's uncles. He was in town or whatever. He's Greek. And so, not that matters, but I told him, or we had a slight lapse. That's okay. We'll get that in post edit. You only missed a second. So I would tell him, like, yeah, I just work at a call center. And he would tell me, don't say you just work at a call center. Like, be proud of what you do, because if you can be proud and put all your effort into that position, it's going to carry over into what you really want to do,
in life.
Yeah, in life. And if you have this negative attitude and this like, oh, I just work at a call center, it's just like you're just downgrading what you do. But really, I'm proud of the work I put in every day. No matter what it is, I'm doing my best and I'm trying to help people and provide for my family. So, I got to be proud of that. And it's cool at our job. We're learning leadership skills that we can take with us forever. Like the way that you communicate in leadership meetings is huge because you're getting across your ideas and somebody might bring up a counterpoint and then you say, okay, I get your position. My counter argument to that would be, and then, and that way you discuss policy and you get things figured out, and sometimes you might bring it to a vote like a democracy. All right, we're going to bring it to a vote. Majority, that's the way we're going.
Honestly,
easy enough.
Honestly, dude, and it's crazy too. This job has changed my life. And there's not a lot of like minimum wage jobs that you can apply and get. And the thing is, it's not easy. Like you got to work to move up.
Oh man, it's not easy.
You have to work to move up.
It's not
but
easy.
What kind of job can you get, nowadays?
Yeah.
Where it's easy to get. You don't need any credentials.
Right.
But they want you to prove yourself
to get into the the position where you're now over other people and making money.
You can take care of a family at this place, like for real.
Yeah.
Like you can live on a wage and take care of a family comfortably at this job if you put in the work. And it's crazy it's crazy the opportunity that they actually allow you at this job.
Yeah. Yeah, because you start out, you're making minimum wage plus a little bit of bonuses.
Yep.
And within a year, hey, clap it up.
Hey, we back.
So I was talking about a year and a half, you can go up to from minimum wage to above 20 an hour. And yeah, man. So I mean, we lost a couple minutes there, but so yeah. The opportunity, is amazing. So we're happy to be there, and hopefully, not hopefully, but it's gonna help us, fund like our lives and what we're doing, and the podcast until we can, make this our full-time gig, man. That's really the goal, and really, I was even talking to you about the way that a lot of people who are wealthy. One of the key components to getting wealth is having multiple streams of income.
Right. We've been talking about doing the yard selling, flipping, starting something like that up, doing this, having an actual job. People are embarrassed about having regular jobs, man.
Right.
And you got to start somewhere no matter what. And if you don't think that you need to, and you think that you're just gonna get rich and it's bum.
Too good to sit in an office, too good to go work construction, too good to flip burgers, too good to be a waiter.
Yeah. Then nothing will happen in your life.
Yeah, you fucked up already.
Yeah.
Now some people can come from the streets, we get it, they can flip their bread and do what they do in the streets and then come up. But that shit is so rare. Like you don't get it. People see people make it in music and know they came from the streets and think, oh, yeah, that shit is so hard. It's like hitting the lottery.
Yeah.
People don't get it. That shit is not, it doesn't just happen like that.
Right.
But the only way you're going to find out is by going for it. But if you don't have your plug in the streets and you're not making money that way, that's not your lifestyle, you need to get a job.
It comes down to be humble and whatever opportunity you have in the moment, take it, use it. And follow your passion or dream and bust your ass for it.
Right.
Like this is fun, but this ain't easy,
Not at all.
It's not easy.
The podcast?
Yeah. We've had in the beginning it was. We were like, oh man, this is tight.
We got a little groove. Yeah. We were spoiled, with the MacBook and the iMovie and
and then the MacBook got beer spilt on it, and then there's speed bumps here. and we can't figure out, how to do the audio here. And there's speed bumps with anything you do.
Yeah.
But it's about loving the struggle.
Yeah, the
You know what I
process.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. It
Yeah,
really
man.
has. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a great time. Like, especially when you get into a spot where like you can't figure something out.
Yep.
And then you figure it out.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most rewarding things, that there is. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Hell yeah. So let's see. We're talking about my dog thinks she's a pit bull. She probably met somebody up though.
She doesn't have that aggressive. I feel like if a
she's a
random
little
person
savage.
came in your house,
Really?
she would jump all over him, but I feel like she wouldn't attack him.
No, you haven't seen her.
Yeah?
When you're a random, especially outside, the hair on her back goes whoom. It stands up, bro. She looks sketchy. Like if I saw a dog like that barking at me with their hair up, I would think, holy shit, like
fuck, I'm about
good
to get
thing it's on a
attacked.
leash. Yeah,
Right.
for real.
Right.
But who knows if she's all bark? That might just be like a defense mechanism, like trying to poof up.
Well, that makes sense too. When I met her, I came in with you.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, he knows.
And when you're in the house, yeah,
right.
sit down for a little bit, she gets used to you.
I know we had some current events we wanted to go over a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's run it here. You know where they're at.
Yep. All right, so we got. All right, this is kind of fucked up. A national monument in Arizona, right, is being blown up for a border wall that borders Mexico. So, excuse me. So
I wonder if that's some Trump shit.
Yeah,
it must
man.
be, right? The
it
border
is.
wall, huh?
It is. It said it in it. It has to do with Donald Trump, and basically, long story short, they didn't get any permission, and it's on a reservation, and it's destroying, culture, Native American culture, actually, without permission. So yeah, man. I mean, it's
bull, man.
It's pretty fucked up, how he has the power, and I'm not saying anything against directly the president, but
yeah.
Or anybody, but how they have the power to do that without permission.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. And like, just recently, Joe Rogan's been on this kick of the Native Americans and like, I'll have to show you this book that he's been reading. It's like Summer of the Night Moon or something, and it's about the Comanche tribe, and like it's just crazy. Like I want to do more research into it because it's such an interesting time in the history of the world, really, but the U.S. more importantly, is that these people, these Native Americans, like they built this land. They didn't build this land, but they were the first ones here, and they had their whole entire life formed around the land and different seasons, and they moved throughout the land, and they fed and ate off the land, and they had their religions and their practices and their beliefs, and they just lived in their own world. I mean, the Native Americans were savages. And that's what, something that they say, don't get it wrong, they were savages. But
hell yeah.
For the white man to come over here and just act like, like take and wipe out their existence like it never happened.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. Like,
I know, man. Yeah, man.
And to build a border wall. Oh my God, man, that's fucking gross, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was one thing,
where was this at though? Did we get the location? I think it said Tucson, right?
This was, dang, dude, I can barely talk right now. My bad.
Here, let me look it up really quick. Let me see.
Yeah, so National Monument, Arizona, blown up. Look up that.
Building wall over Native American land.
All right, there we go. Man, dude. I'm trying to talk.
A border tribe, a wall that will divide it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
yeah. Wiz, baby.
Wiz Khalifa.
For the Tejano, Oldahan people, the mountains are sacred. I'm trying to find out. I think it's in Tucson.
I think it was in Tucson.
So So The sun hangs high and the clouds low over at this is via Diana Nanez, USA Today Network. She says, this is actually pretty well written. I want to read this.
Okay.
It says, the earthy smell of the mesquite fills the air on a Saturday in late March. The sun hangs high and the clouds low over a desolate stretch of border that divides Arizona from Mexico, that divides the Tohono O'odham Nation in two. It is a quiet morning except for the rhythm scraping of Julian Rival's shovel against dirt. Okay. Oh, jeez. So yeah, man, this is crazy, you know, that they're doing this. And so we wanted to shed a light on that today during the podcast because, yeah, Tucson. It is in Tucson.
Yep.
You know, we have mad respect for people like, you know, Native American people who
well, culture is it's not just culture. It's culture, in my opinion, means family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where you came from, and it's a respect thing, and a family thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're kind of shitting on that. Not us, but
Yeah.
whoever the fuck decided to blow up the national monument.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
we did have you know a couple more current events.
what was the I like the one I didn't like the one, but let's
guy.
Yeah, let's bring up the drunk guy in the
Yeah.
Uber. That's a little light. It's messed up with what he said, but it's a little more lighthearted because
Right.
you can just imagine this old white fool way out of touch saying dumb shit.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So there was a guy who was a CEO and NBC News. Shout out to them. Did the news report on this one that we read. Arizona CEO caught on video
Doing racial slurs.
doing a racial slur against the Uber driver who was black and he was white. Right? Passenger was white. He wanted to sit up front. All right, guys. Sorry about that.
Slight lapse in the audio.
So,
Hold on. Let me before we get into this, I'm gonna restart real quick.
all right, go ahead.
We back.
Yeah, we back.
So this stupid passenger in the Uber vehicle, he decides to say the wrong thing that you don't want to say to any man of color. What a bad move. So I want to I'll bring it up on my phone. Let me see if I can find it on here and I can play the audio. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to play it over this. Google, and this guy's a CEO. So Arizona CEO, Uber. Here it is.
Fertilizer company.
Yeah, and they're definitely taking him out of his position. All right, here it is. I'm gonna see if I can do it in the post, if I can bring the video up so you guys can see it too. But if not, you'll get the audio. Here's a story, CNN.
Am I sitting in the back?
No. Yeah, I don't like to sit there.
I don't like when people sit in the front.
I cannot sit there.
I don't like when people sit in the front.
Then I'm
I'm sorry.
gonna order something else.
All right, sounds good.
So cancel it. Okay?
We'll do. Thank you.
No, are you serious with me?
No, I don't like when people sit in the front, period. I'll cancel and refund you. I was sexually assaulted 2 years ago, and I'm uncomfortable with people sitting in the front.
I'm gonna ride in the back, and I'm gonna file a complaint. Okay?
I'm gonna.
I have the rights to make my own offer.
I am an independent contractor and I have a right to deny this right.
Good. So let's take a discussion
No,
about that.
please leave my vehicle.
Yes. No. But take a look at this later. Come on.
No, please,
Tequila.
sir, please leave my vehicle. I canceled your.
Well, honestly, I'm here. I'm seated
Sir,
in the back
please
seat.
leave my vehicle.
Is that because I'm white?
No, sir.
You're
Like,
You're a
oh man, this is good because I have two dash cams.
That unbelievable. Screw you, you idiot.
Oh, thank you so much. You got a camera. I was shocked. I almost felt like laughing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so you heard him. The guy, and fair enough to the Uber driver, right? He has sign. Not only does he have signs all over the car that you can't sit in the front unless there's 3 passengers, he also has on his Uber thing, if you look at the driver who's about to pick you up, you can see their little edit, their little profile.
Yep.
It says it right there.
Yep.
You know, and what kind of psychopath sits in the front without there being any other people in the thing? Do you sit in the front of a taxi? Fucking old.
He has the right. You know what's funny too is when he said that is the fact that an Uber or a Lyft, that's their personal vehicle.
Yeah.
You have no fucking right.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sit in the fucking back,
He asked
bro.
you to sit in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, he asked him to sit in the back, and he starts going off on him and drops the N-bomb. Bam, 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 man. And this dude's the CEO of a company, and now has been relieved of his position thanks to the dash cams. And I guess now they're trying to get him so he can't ever ride in an Uber again.
Yep.
He'll have to drive Lyft.
They probably won't even let him.
I know, they should. They should just do it all so that way he has to take those damn taxis.
Because then Lyft would be like, oh, we'll take racist people.
Then he'll get a motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Then he'll get a motherfucker like me driving the taxi, and he won't say shit.
What's that little bitch back
Yeah,
there?
check out the beard. You know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh man, so couple current events, man. These are Arizona related. Another good one that I know off the top is that we as Arizonans, medical marijuana patients, consumed 82 tons of medical marijuana. I'm pretty sure that was the right number. Actually, let me fact check myself really quick. 82 tons of medical marijuana in 2019, which is nuts.
I think you said it was a 25% increase from 18.
Yes, it was. Yep, 25% increase. Let me see. And this is shout out Phoenix New Times. They have really good stuff on here, man, about Arizona. And to be honest, man, I really wish I could bring you guys more events as far as hip hop and local culture. But I just haven't found the right, way of, because there's nowhere like that. There's Phoenix New Times and AZ Central, and there's all these different places, but their stuff is not niche. It's not a niche to hip hop and to the real like underground culture that I'm trying to spread. There's a group of people, it's Respect the Underground. It's Icon Radio. It's what's the other one? Crap. Hold on. Give me a second. Radio. Damn, I can't remember the name. But there's a few really big players in Arizona right now that are doing a lot, with Arizona. I always am telling you about it. And so I'm going to get better at that so that way I can bring you guys that coverage because it's really important to me. But, for now, we're going to, just freestyle it a little bit. But this is all really interesting stuff as well. I guess then, 82 tons. That's a lot of pot, boy.
Man. Yeah, that's nuts.
That's a lot of smoky.
It's a lot of Snoop Doggy Doggy.
And, so there's about 232,000 qualifying medical marijuana patients in Arizona in 2019.
How many?
232,000.
Holy shit.
So, we about to get it recreational out here, boy.
There's 300 million people in the U.S. So if you take that, that's 1%.
Is it? Nah, 1%.
300,000 out of 300
Oh, yeah.
100 million?
Yeah.
I believe that would be 1%.
300 million? I think out of 3 million. That'd be 1%.
300,000 out of 300 million I thought would be 1%. No?
I feel like it's less.
I'm typically good at math, guys. I'm sorry.
That's a tricky one. Those are big numbers.
Trying to do it in my fucking head. Either way, though, yeah, holy shit.
That's a lot. Yeah, man. So, if you're about that, and you really believe in that, make sure you pay attention, and we'll try and keep you guys aware too, as we notice when these bills are coming up, to be voted on. Make sure you can vote, man. Because we can make a change.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. And I know in podcasts you're not supposed to have and you're supposed to edit out all the pauses and all this fuck shit. Whatever, man. This is real conversation. Do you think when I'm sitting here with my homies, I'm never saying like, no. I don't always know what the fuck I'm gonna say. Let's see.
TCAS, what should we talk about?
And oh yeah, Maricopa County opened its first mental health court. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Drunk driver stole a police car because he said it was blocking traffic.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't see that. He stole a police car because he thought what?
He thought it was blocking traffic.
Gangster. He said, get the fuck out of my way.
Dude, he stole it and moved it, man. What a psycho. What a psycho.
Cool, man. So we did our little we did our introduction back. We talked current events a little bit.
Yep. Colorado.
Oh, yeah. So we got a couple things, right? We got a ski trip coming up that we want to do, and we're trying to get linked up with someone I went to high school with, who will hopefully start running our audio and our video. And
what's his name?
Kenny.
Hey man, shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny, man. So we're gonna talk to him next week, and hopefully, we can come up with a good agreement and make that happen. It'll help so much. We'll have our own Jamie or our Chin.
Yeah, Jamie and Chin, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's such a key part.
That's gonna be dope too, man. Having somebody with experience like that on our podcast.
Yeah.
It's gonna make the experience for you guys so much better too.
Right.
And we're pumped for it. Definitely.
Yes. So, and also we want to remind you guys, man, we're on Spotify now. We're on Anchor. So if you have either of those apps, definitely go check out. We have episode 6 and 7 up. We're going to get the rest of the episodes up here soon. Going forward, 8, 9, 10, they're all going to be on audio. But as far as episode 1 through 5, we got to wait till I get the new computer to make that happen.
Yep.
All right, we're going to restart.
Yep.
Hey, we back. So I'm gonna tell a quick story.
All right, let's go.
About some dumb shit that happened out here, and then we'll wrap it up. So, yeah. So look, So how did it happen first? Okay. So I'm out walking the dog, right, and I see this fool walk up to my neighbors right here, and so I'm thinking, oh, he must know them, or they must know him or something. So whatever. And I'm on the front porch with Kona, and then he walks past our front porch, and he looks at me and goes, "You smoke?" And I'm like, "No," because I don't know who this fool is. So I'm like,
right.
No, I don't smoke. So he says something about the dog. He asks about the dog. What kind of dog is it? Tell him, and then he just kind of walks off. And then I notice he has a homie over here at the picnic tables too. So I'm thinking, this is weird. So when he walks away, I walk up to the neighbors, and I'm like, "Do you guys know him? What's going on?" And they're like, "No, we don't know him. Like, he walked up to us acting like he's asking for work, like he's trying to look for work." And
fuck?
I was like, "Does he live here?" And they were like, "No, he said that he doesn't live here, but he used to have a homie who lived here." And so I'm thinking, like, dude, what is this fool walking around? Like, this isn't the hood, bro.
Did he look like he was on something? Or no?
Nah, he might have been smoking weed.
Right.
But I'm thinking, like, bro, this isn't the hood. You don't just walk around asking for work at 11 at night and then asking people if they want to smoke weed.
Oh, it was that late?
Yeah.
Damn. I thought this was like daytime in my head.
Nah, yeah, it was nighttime. So anyways, so he asked if I smoke, and I'm like, no, whatever. So then I ask her, like, do you know him? No. And then he's still walking around. Then the next morning, him and this fool at like 7:30 in the morning are still walking around out here. And I'm like, what the fuck are these fools doing? It's just tripping me out. Like, if it was me by myself, I wouldn't care. But now I got hella valuable shit in here. I got a kid, you know what I mean, here.
Right.
And if you're walking around the place, you don't live here, you're not looking for work, bro. It looks like you're looking for a lick.
Yeah.
Real shit. Like,
right.
What are you doing walking around?
Like, you
scoping.
smoke. Okay.
Yeah, scoping shit out.
Yep.
So hella weird. So yeah, that was basically it.
It was just him though.
Him and then some other fool on a bike. And then the past couple of days, I walked the dog hella early at like 6:30 in the morning, and it's only this other fool on his bike chilling at the picnic tables.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
that's hella weird.
By himself, and I'm like, dude, this is like whatever. I guess I'm not. I mean, it's just weird. Like, if I was here by myself, I really wouldn't care.
Like, you're on alert though.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have people who don't live here walking around here. That's weird. So yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yep. So we're planning a little ski trip. We've been talking about this for a little bit. Where we just looked it up today. We're trying to think like, all right, so Sunrise, and then Wolf Creek. I've been to Wolf Creek. It's in Colorado. It's known for like, we got Sam in the building. Sam, Wolf Creek is like, what is it? The most powder, right? Do you remember that? It's like, so it's ranked like the number 1 for powder in the country.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, swear to God. Let me look it up. Watch. And then they have these hot springs there too that are pretty dope.
Yeah, Pagosa Springs.
Yeah. We didn't go to the hot springs. We could do that when we go. That might be cool.
We went to it. We didn't go in it.
We just didn't go in it, yeah. Hold on, let me look really quick. So, but Sunrise is actually more expensive as far as lift tickets and rental equipment.
Yep.
So we're thinking Wolf Creek, but we've been there before. Sam kind of wants to mix it up, so maybe we'll look for another little spot in Colorado. But Wolf Creek's is dope because you know you're gonna get good skiing. And what? Durango's right there, yeah. So you know you could go after the ski resort, go hang out in Durango. Let's see. So Wolf Creek, Colorado, most powder.
Most powder.
Tell Nate about the drive home.
The drive home from Colorado? Yeah. From Wolf Creek?
Yeah.
What happened? The drive home. Is it something we can say on the podcast?
Nah, damn, bro.
Yeah, we'll tell you after. So hold on, let me see. Wolf Creek is the country's first solar-powered ski area. That's dope. I didn't know that. Becomes Colorado's first fully. Anyways, it has hella powder. Yeah, I don't remember the exact stat, but
Shred the fucking gnar, bro.
I know. But the cool thing is, I grew up skiing in Arizona where you can't ski through the trees. You know, they have everything sectioned off, only the run. And in Colorado, Wolf Creek, you can ski from run to run through the trees.
Yep.
Like there's no cutoff.
Yep.
So it's dope. I'm excited.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped.
So you're gonna ski, right?
Yeah,
And
hell
it's your
yeah,
first
bro.
time.
Yeah.
Cool. You're gonna ski. I'm gonna ski. Yeah.
I've snowboarded before, hella. Skiing,
Dude, you
no,
might as
man.
well, bro.
yeah,
I'll teach both of you guys how to rock the skis.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's cool. And we'll spend a little time on the bunny hill, you know, let you get used to it. I think you'll pick it up fairly quick, though.
Yeah.
And then we can hit the greens, you know, and they have, you know, level up a little bit.
Yep.
So
I'm down.
lit. And I just hooked you up with some boots.
Yeah, bro, you did. I'm down.
You're good with
They
the boots.
fit perfect.
All right, man. Episode 9 in the books, boys. We got just a quick shout out to Sambo in the building and our homie B Jones back home. Love, gang, gang.
Yep.
Good shit, bro.
All right, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Later, everybody. Peace. TCAS TV. Go follow us on Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. With it.